Okay. Today we will talk about, microservice architecture. Before microservices, right, we actually write, different types of architecture is there. Okay. What is that? First actually monolithic application is there. After that, service-oriented architecture came. Now we have a microservices. Microservices. These are actually architectural design. Monolithic application means how they are writing. For example, I can say one banking application. In the banking application, we have a different modulo. What is that modulos? First, we can user, user, user application. That means what? User ID, and you have to add a password. We have to add a what it is called address, phone number. Once user is created, then it will go to the account. In the account, what they mention account ID, account name, account holder address. After account holder, then immediately bank will check eligibility. Eligibility. They'll check eligibility based on your credit score or your Aadhaar card if he did any fraud or bad transactions. After that, one more modulo you can write eligibility rule. Eligibility rule. After that, preferences. Preferences means what happen? For example, based on your salary, they may give discount or credit card, platinum credit card, or gold credit card. They might give. After that, payment section. Payment. Payment means account to account transfer or account to PhonePe transfer, PhonePe to account transfer. These are the modules is there. These all modules, they are writing in the single application. They are writing in the single application. That is nothing but a monolithic application. What is the monolithic application? If you're writing a single application, if you want to have an issue, for example, we have a preference issue. Then what we need to do? We have to test user, accounts, eligibility rule, preference. Then only we'll get to know this is user preference. And if we want to test this application, we need to test user, accounts, eligibility rule, preference. But where is the issue? Issue is in preference. But why you're testing all the things? This is unnecessary time waste. Then they realized a monolithic application is some disadvantages. Then you go for SOA, service-oriented architecture. This SOA also some disadvantages is there. SOA, service-oriented architecture. Service-oriented architecture, what they're doing, instead of all modulo in one application, APP means application, they divided into some parts. For example, user account, one application, eligibility rule, one application, preference, this is a one application, payment, account to sub account, and sub account to account. This is the one application. Still, some dependency is there in the user and accounts. User is depending on account, account is depending on user. I don't want this dependency also. Then they realized, okay, this is so much dependency is there in the service-oriented architecture also. Then they are introduced microservices. Now we'll talk about microservices advantages. Microservices basically, its a first point is clear separation between the microservices. Micro means what? Many services. Services. Microservices first point is clear separation between the applications, APP applications or modules. First point. What does that mean? For example, user is one application they will divide. Accounts is one application they divide. Eligibility one application. Eligibility rule one application. Preference one application. And payment one application. Account to account. Account to sub account. Different applications they will create. Now, your payment application is issued. Then you need to test this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. You have to test only this one. That's the reason clear separation between the applications are modulo. Second point is interruptibility of different languages, different and GUAG language. What does that mean? You are very good at user, you can write in Java. Someone is very good at .NET, they can write this accounts app in .NET. Someone they are very good at C, they can write eligibility app in C. Eligibility rule they can write C++. Preference they can write .NET. No, one more. What is the language? Ruby. Payment they can write Python. And interruptibility of different languages. It is eligible for to write a different languages. If it is monolithic application, it's not possible because entire application, it has only one app only, one application only. We can't write within one app. One is a .NET, one is a C. But in the microservices, interruptibility of different languages. That means we can write one app in Java, one app in .NET, one app in somewhere, one app in this one app in Ruby, one app in some different. First point is what? Clear separation between the application or module. See, clear separation is there. Because one app, one application only, one functionality maybe I can say. Second thing is interruptibility of different languages. That means one app you can write some different languages. You can interacting with these two. You can use REST template, REST template, or fin client, or web client, or message driven, or event driven. That is okay. But that is the one thing. Third is whenever you have individually you are implementing your application, then what happened? Testing is very easy. Testing is very easy because, for example, payment is issued. In the monolithic application, what we did? First, you need to test a user. After that, you need to test a first you need to test a user, accounts, eligibility, then eligibility rule preference came to testing. But you don't need to worry about in microservice architecture, each one has individual app. So directly you can go to the preference app to testing it. Directly we can test the only preference if you have a preference issue. If you have a payment issue, you can only test payment only. Don't test remaining things, not required. Because what is the issue that only we'll see. For example, I can say woman. And previously, we don't have only doctors, right? That time what happened? Entire body, we have only one remedy. What is that? maybe like in ancient people, right? They might give something like, uh, some Ayurvedic treatment. But now if you say, now is microservices world. See, leg, bones, heart specialist, hair specialist, skin specialist, eye specialist, ophthalmologist, and kidney specialist, and something like that. You can say that is related to the microservices. Microservices is nothing but each and every part. Now, individual, for example, you have a heart pain. Previously, what happened? They are doing heart pain or whatever it may be, something they'll give the remedy, and it might be cure or not, I don't know. But now what happened? If it is a heart pain, first they will do heart related tests only. That means we can easily find out what is the issue. Previously, we can't because we don't have that much equipment. Now we have all the equipment, they can test it. Okay. Now, testability very easy. First one is what? Clear separation between the modules and interoperability of different languages, because we can write one application in Java, another application in .NET, another application in C, but we can connect it through REST template or Fin client. Third is testing is very easy. Testing is very easy. And fourth is deployment. Deployment is very easy. How? Because my application, preference application is issue. Why should I am waiting for user accounts and all? I don't want to wait. I'll fix this issue in preference API and deploy the application into production. Production. Okay. Production. What is that? Deployment is very easy. Next topic is fifth is BDD testing can write test cases. What does that mean? Business driven development testing very easy. We can write BDD test cases. We can write test cases. What does that mean? Business driven development means they will use Cucumber and they will write a test cases in plain English that resolve your business requirement. That testing is very easy, whereas in microservices architecture. Coming to the next point. First point is what? Clear separation between the application and interoperability of different languages. Testing is very easy, and deployment is very easy, and BDD driven development testing is very easy. Now, sixth point is performance testing. Performance testing, very easy. For example, I want user app performance. Only user only we can try to do performance testing. We can tell this, performance. Like for example, 1 hour, if this app might be 20K request can handle. For example, 2 hours, 50K or 40K request can handle. Like that performance testing we can do. Scalability. Scalability. What does that scalability mean? Scalability means one application split into more than one application, do some work based on CPU utilization. What does that mean? What does this mean? For example, you have a what it is called one. Uh, Give me 1 minute. Check. అంటే నేను క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను. కృష్ణ మాట్లాడతావు. కృష్ణ, sorry. Then what happened? Next topic is like scalability. What is that? For example, you can think you have a stairs. Okay. Then we have 100 bricks here. 100 bricks. Then you have like first floor. This is the second floor. This is the first floor. First floor have 100 bricks. One person to bring these bricks from first floor to second floor, it might take 1 minute. Then 100 bricks, how much time? 100 minutes it will take. Now what happened? This person can split into the 10, like 10 people, maybe helping his friends. 10 people. Now how many? 10 divisible by 10 minutes only it took. Same way, scalability means that application divided into smaller instance, smaller piece of applications, and okay, and what happened? It will faster performance. It will give the faster performance. That is a scalability. Eighth advantage is scalability done. Again, now issue tracking. Very easy. Because now if you know user application is failing, then directly it will go to the user application and check it. If it is a payment is failing, payment application is go and check it. If it is accounts is failing, go to account and it's check it. Issue tracking is very easy using correlation ID, and span ID. Based on this, we can check the issues. Now we'll go to the Google, we'll try it, what they might tell. After that, I'll tell you microservice architecture. Advantages. First one, just now I told you, right? That is scalability. Flexibility in testing. That means different technology you can use. Fault tolerance, issues you can optimize the consistency level, CACD. Okay. Improve the management flexibility, business alignment, improve security. Okay. This is something he is giving. Okay. Now, ninth point is, now we are talking about almost 8 points. Okay. Now, if you're going to the here, they're telling something like, scalability. Just now I told you. Flexibility in technology, right? Interoperability of different languages. Decoupled, okay. Development. Development is very easy because you are not depending on any other persons. Fault isolation, for example, any failure, right? You don't need to worry about any other persons. Improve the perform faster. Security and all not. They're telling something that is wrong. Okay. Then, okay. Now, loose coupling between the modulo. Loose coupling between the modules. That means you are not depending on another modulo, right? That is nothing but a loose coupling. 10th is last but not least, you can say what it is called. Issue tracking already I have completed, and performance testing also I have done. And what? Security. Security, we can improve some applications if you required some application if required. These are the 10 advantages over the monolithic application. Monolithic application. Okay. These are the 10 advantages over the monolithic application. If someone is telling what is the microservices means, microservices is an architecture. Compare than monolithic, we have a 10 to 15 advantage. You can tell something. Then we can talk about all 10 advantages. But here is like, uh, it's different way of see scalability. I have like I told that is simple way. Then you can see either you can go ahead with here also microservices. Microservice advantage you can. So that you'll get to know our my whatever I am telling you now. Please listen. That is also and Google also type it so that you will get to know more. See scalability, improve fault tolerance. These are the five they are giving, but we are telling 10. But 10, I don't like easy way, right? Please go through that. Quick deployment time. Deploy the individually, you can test it and deploy it. Increase the cost efficiency. These are the microservices advantages. Now we will talk about microservices architecture. Previously, we were talking about three-tier architecture. What is the three-tier architecture? This is a presentation logic layer, business logic layer is nothing but a service layer and data access layer, data layer. Presentation logic layer means you are using React.js, AngularJS, or Node.js. Service layer, Spring Boot, REST service. Data access layer, JPA or Hibernate. Data layer, MySQL or MongoDB or Postgres. Whenever the request is coming, it will go to the service layer and data access layer, data layer, and get the data and give it to the service layer and give. This is three-tier architecture. Three-tier architecture. Microservice architecture is nothing but entire architecture. Entire architecture. What does that mean? That means I'll draw the diagram so that you guys can understand. Microservice architecture, we have a front gateway. First, it have a request is coming to the maybe request. Request. It's coming here. This is a front end load balancer. Front end load balance. Front end load balancer. That means, for example, you have a you have a company or like you are into banking employee. 100 people at a time you're coming. Then what happened? It's like you're not able to manage. Then what you will do? Hey, come to the queue. Something you will tell, right? One by one. This is nothing but you can front end load balancer. Once front end load balancer is maybe some application. Yeah, this is application. After that, we have a gateway. Gateway. In the gateway, they might use Joule, Joule or Kong gateway. This Kong gateway is interacting with Eureka or Kubernetes. This is nothing but a service discovery. Service discovery. This Eureka or COM gateway interacting with the config server or secret manager. Secret manager. This is what? Eureka is a service discovery. It is interacting with the config server. It contains all configurations. Now, Joule gateway first sends the request to the request. That is a front load balancer. Front load balancer, how many requests also? They know handle how to handle. It sends the request. Then Eureka, hey, is some URL is coming. Is it our URL or not? That is a service discovery. We'll find the URL. And what is the configuration of this particular application? It coming from the config server or secret manager. Coming back to the request response. I'm coming back. Now here we have a AWS or PCF or Google Cloud or Azure. These are the clouds. Now what we are doing, for example, we have an account application, we have eligibility, we have eligibility rule, we have a preferences, we have a accounts, we have a payment. These are the apps inserted into the AWS. Now Joule knows what is the my application request application. Now it's connected to the AWS or AWS, PCF or Google Cloud, Azure, whatever it may be, all are in cloud only. Then it will be stored into the application into cloud. Now they will take this application, then design again. What is that? Controller layer. After that, service. After that, data access layer. After that, data layer. Data layer what? MySQL DB or what? MySQL DB. Now you know Microservice architecture what? First actually we have a front gateway. That is a load balancer. So that gateway is there. Maybe Joule or Kong. After that, we have a Eureka. Eureka is act as a service discovery or Kubernetes. It will connect to the config server or the secret manager. Secret manager or config server contains all configuration files. Then response is coming to the Joule. Joule is route to the particular Joule or gateway is route to the particular AWS or PCF or Google Cloud or Azure. There it will start from the controller, service, data access layer, data layer. Maybe data layer is nothing but maybe MySQL, Oracle, Oracle. Now a request is coming here and here and here. Again, they want to do backend load balancer also. Then what they are using Redis cache. REDS, Redis, CACH. Redis cache DB they are using. They are connecting it to the Redis cache. And this they route to the here. Why like that? Because I want to hit each and every time my database performance decreased. That is the reason they are using in-memory database Redis cache. First, they will talk to the Redis cache. Hey, database data is there or not particular request. Hey, no, I don't have. Then connect to this guy and get the data, store it to the Redis cache in memory and get it. Then getting back. Then if you're seeing Postman, right, you can see the response here. Okay, this is the what actually microservices architecture. Microservice architecture components are is a load balancer, that is a front-end load balancer. That request we are actually loading balance the load. After that gateway, after that service discovery, After that, config server or secret manager. After that, cloud will be involved. Maybe AWS, PCF, Google Cloud, Azure. Then each application have individually three-tier architecture: controller, service, data access layer, and data layer. Within the data layer, they are adding Redis caching. Previously, three-tier architecture, what and all will be there? This is only three-tier architecture. This is three-tier. Three-tier. Now, entire means what? End-to-end application. All this is a microservice architecture. First, what is there? Front-end load balancer, gateway, service discovery, config server or secret manager, request back to the gateway, accounts, eligibility, AWS is involved here. Or not only AWS, you can see Azure and anything. After that, control layer, service layer, data access layer, Redis caching. This is nothing but microservices architecture. Today, I talked about what is the microservice advantages and microservice architecture. Okay, now we will talk about in Google, we'll see. Photo images. See, but they are not telling in depth or in detail. See, they're telling just client API gateway. We have a microservices deep. That's it. But we are actually elaborating in more. Okay, we are elaborating just they'll give this much only. They are not giving. See, this is first we have a client. After that, what API gateway? This is the load balancer. After that, service they wrote. In that service, they wrote something. Okay, but they're not giving in depth. We are writing in detail. Maybe this way. See, first client application is there. This is the load balancer. Okay, after that API gateway. After that something. Okay, it might be Redis catch and all. Here see, oh, see Redis catch they have added here. See, Redis catch. Then this is a real database. Okay, okay. Any other? See, see in the internet we won't get whatever I thought just now. I'm clearly saying, see, this is a client, API gateway, microservices, something catalog, something database they're giving. They're telling this is a microservice architecture. No, whatever I thought you, that is in depth is there. Please go through the my videos only. See now, if you go here, same. Internet actually, some people see all people are like me only, right? Don't think like they are great. They are also normal people only. They know something. They are like seeing here and there. If you want this type of diagrams, we can draw it. Not an issue. That is not a big issue also. Okay. But what I mean to say, whatever I thought, that is the best way to explain this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think so. Done today's class. Maybe I'll upload this video today EOD. All POC videos I have uploaded. Tomorrow, maybe we'll talk about all tools. Okay, Postman, Swagger, all tools we will talk about, and unit test case also some annotations I will do. I will teach you guys. I think so. This weekend, maybe we'll complete all the things. Okay. Okay, I'll upload this video. Thank you, team. Bye. Because I have an work in IBC. That's the reason. Okay. Okay, team. Bye
Thank you, sir.
bye. Extra. Jumar. సినిమాలో ఉందా స్టార్టింగ్ ఉంది కదా అదే మైక్రో సర్వీసెస్ మా మోనోలిథికల్ సర్వీస్ అంటారు నార్మల్ గా సేమ్ ఈ 3 లాంగ్వేజ్ లో ఉంటాయి కదా మోనోలిథికల్ ప్రొసీజర్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఓరియంటెడ్ అంటే సేమ్ అదే టైప్ ఇప్పుడు ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఓరియంటెడ్ అంటే వేరు వేరే ఉంటాయి సెపరేట్ సెపరేట్ గా ఎక్కడ ఇష్యూ వస్తే అక్కడ మనం డైరెక్ట్ ఇంటరాక్ట్ అయ్యి చేసేవచ్చు మోనోలిథికల్ గా కావదు అది అది వేరే ప్రొసీజర్ కి వచ్చే ప్రొసీజర్ నుంచి ఇంకా నార్మల్ సి++ ఉంటది కానీ ఇది మాడ్యులారిటీ సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది సరికి